Hello there, and welcome to this lecture about spatial operations, part 2. Here we will look at buffer zones and spatial searches that can be done in a GIS in order to find objects that are within a certain distance of another object. So this operation is then to find and let the program select objects that are within a certain distance of another object. So in this case, we have, for instance, this could be a nuclear plant or something, and I want to search out and find all the houses that are within a certain distance of the nuclear plant or industry or something. If we want to know which households are are living too close and are hazardous to release from an industry or from a nuclear plant. So I want to be able to set a distance from an object and find all the objects. Then in another layer, of course, these are different layers. So I would have my industries in one layer, but the households in another. So this is then what we want to achieve with this operation. These ones are then outside the distance, are further away than I set the distance to, and will then not be selected. And this is an operation that is really important. If we have some kind of problem or some sort of what is it called? Not it's an accident. Sorry, an accident that then puts out some bad things that are bad for your health. You would be needed to find objects that are within a certain distance. So you can call those or send an SMS to them to close their windows, for instance, so they don't let in the air that is polluted. How is this then done in real life? Well, not in real life, in the computer. I'm sorry about that. Well, if we can create a buffer zone, which we can in a GIS, then it's possible to, if this is a line, then I can produce a buffer zone on each part of this line. I would set the distance of the buffer zone. For points, I can also set a buffer zone with a distance. And additionally, for a polygon area, I can set the distance. Are you hearing me? I saw I had internet problems, but it seems to be okay. Could Bennett?
Oh, yeah, sorry, my microphone unmuted automatically after.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So this is a buffer zone for a polygon area. So we can, for points, lines, and polygons, we can actually produce a buffer zone around these features. How they are created is it takes a couple of steps to create them. The desired buffer distance is entered or read actually from the attribute table. So it means that we can have different attributes, different distances for different features if it's read from the attribute table. So what's done is it's just here are the nodes or the breakpoints of this feature, and at these features, these are seen as point features then. So a round buffer will be created here at each vertex and node. And then it will create parallel lines for the part between the breakpoints. As you know, there is no real line in in reality, it's just points or coordinate pairs, but it will still create a parallel form with the distance perpendicular to the line. And then it will look like this. So we have the node and vertex circles, and then we have the parallels like this. And then if we want, we can dissolve that feature so we don't have any overlaps. Here we would have overlaps, Here we would have overlaps, actually 3 overlaps. We have one for the circular feature, one for this polygon coming up, and one from this polygon coming up. And if I want to have areas calculated, then my area wouldn't be correct. But we can dissolve that after. So these different, if they overlap, they will sort of disappear. The polygons are dissolved to erase overlapping buffer zones. And that's an option we have. So let's see the buffer task operator. So there is actually in probably all GIS programs a buffer tool, because this is a very